What's up, everybody? Happy Black History Month. So we made it to February 28th. Thank you all so much for taking this ride with me. And although February has been designated as Black History Month, I want everyone to know that it doesn't have to stop there. Black history should be celebrated 365 days a year. And although we call it Black history, it's not just our history, it's American history. And people should respect and take the time to learn about the contributions of African Americans to the United States and to the world. So with that said, I would like to highlight and celebrate Dr. Willie Lee Morrow. Dr. Willie Lee Morrow was born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama in 1940. He is an innovator, he is a revolutionary, and he is a pioneer in the hair care industry. In my opinion, he is definitely someone who deserves recognition for his contributions to Black hair care. Dr. Willie Morrow was or is the son of sharecroppers, and he is a self-taught barber. He is also a self-taught chemist, but he's so much more than that. So in 1959, Dr. Willie Lee Morrow moved to San Diego. Well, he opened a barbershop in San Diego in 1959. Some of his clientele included Hollywood elite, business elite, athletes, and the Black Panthers. Dr. Morrow is also responsible for creating what has become popularly known as the Afro-pick. And he created the Afro-pick out of inspiration. During his travels throughout the world, he came across an ancient comb, and he had the brilliant idea to create the Afro comb. In addition to creating the Afro comb, he is also known for creating the blow dryer comb attachment. And if you look him up, he has a plethora of different patents. So we have the blow dryer brush attachment, we have the Afro-pick, and he is also the owner of the California Curl Company and the creator of the California Curl. Now, the California Curl was created 8 years before the copycat, the Jheri Curl. In addition to that, he's an educator. He was hired by the U.S. military to travel the world and teach military barbers how to care for Black hair. So not only is he a barber, not only is he an educator, he's also an author of several books. He's written one of the first barber instructional books for African American hair, which is this book right here. It's a phenomenal book. It's very thorough. It has step-by-step instructions for different styles. It has wonderful pictures and illustrations. His books are very, very hard to find. And there's another book, 400 Years Without a Comb, and there's also a documentary that you can watch. So the documentary just tells about our experience as African Americans here and how slavery impacted our hair care journey. So a lot of people believe the myth that Black hair doesn't grow or that Black people don't take care of their hair. They compare our hair to wool, but you have to understand the context. So in Africa, it was a very special ritual to do your hair. Typically, the elders would do your hair, or someone who was skilled in the practice of doing hair would do your hair. You wouldn't just let anyone do your hair. And a hairstyle could tell your age, it could tell your social status, it could tell what tribe you were from. So it was very, very important. But when we were brought here to America, slave traders and slave masters didn't care about our hair. So we weren't given the tools that we needed to take care of our hair. And sometimes, based on what I've read, our hair was shaved. So if the practice of doing our hair is taken away and not being given the tools to take care of our hair, where do you think that would leave us? So we've had to go through this journey to get back to where we are. The 60s, the Black Power movement, and now this natural hair phenomenon that has been going on. We've had to re-educate ourselves and learn how to love our hair and take care of our hair. And Dr. Willie Morrow is a huge part of that. So yeah, I won't go off on a tangent. But yes, his books, very important to Black hair care and self-love. In addition to that, like I said, he's the owner of the California Curl Company, so he's a very savvy businessman. He opened the first Black radio station in San Diego, and I apologize, I have to look at my notes because I didn't commit the name of the radio station. So XHRM was the radio station that he opened in San Diego, and he also created and was the publisher of the first Black newspaper in San Diego, the San Diego Monitor. And he was definitely a man for the people. So creating these businesses would give him the opportunity to hire people. It would bring economic benefits to the community. It would allow other Black business owners and other businesses in the community to bring money to the community by buying advertising time and getting the word out. So Dr. Willie Morrow just wore several hats. And again, he's definitely someone who deserves accolades for what he did, not just for Black hair, but for Black people in general. And last, I would love to highlight him because he had the foresight to save artifacts, collect documents, collect books, collect stories. And there's a museum, and I believe the name of the museum is 400 Years Without a Comb. So based on my research, I hope I'm not getting things incorrect. And if I am, please feel free to comment below. But I believe there's a museum that highlights his career, but he has his own museum, which I believe is 400 Years Without a Comb. And he, like I said, he has artifacts, like he has his first barber chair. He tells a story of a woman who attended Miss Annie Turnbull Malone's Poro School. He has books, he has artifacts, he has hot combs. I mean, again, he had the foresight to save this stuff, and he has the only museum dedicated to Black hair care. So Dr. Willie Morrow, I salute you. Thank you so much for the contributions that you have made to the Black community, not just Black hair, and not just to Black people, but to just history overall. Your contributions have meant so much. So thank you, and I highly recommend everyone go out there, do your research, and look up Dr. Willie Lee Morrow. Until the next video, peace out, guys.